Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about two kind of very interesting things. Number one, about how much money some scalpers are actually casually making when it comes like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox scalping. But number two, in the most very often cases, people are actually receiving threats now if they're actually trying to go and scalp. So we have a lot of interesting things to kind of go and talk about when it comes to the numbers, when it comes to people feeling in danger, and just overall a lot of crazy things when it comes to scalping news. As well, if any of you guys do go and celebrate Easter, I hope all of you guys have been having a fantastic day, whether it's for the family or by yourself. I've had a little bit of time to go spend some time with my family, so I'm kind of sneaking away to make this video. Or maybe have a chance to go work on one more video tonight too as well if you guys are bored. We'll have a really good restock week as well. So if you guys are still trying to get your consoles, I got you guys. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on if you guys are still trying to go get your PS5s, as well as also make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. We're actually getting pretty close to the 40K, so if you guys want to help me with that little push, I guess, feel free to leave a like if you guys enjoy it. Definitely leave your comment down below because I always find these scalper videos very intriguing, at least to me. We always have the Amazon links down below with the disc and digital PS5, so you guys want to go check them out. The Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to follow, and of course the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. So we actually have a little bit of an article coming over here from Comic Book. We're kind of react to and talk about this, but mainly I want to go and focus on the 2 points that we mentioned at the very start of the video, which is more so on how much money these people have made, because some of these PlayStation 5 scalpers have made a lot of money, especially more on the bigger scale. But even like a one-person operation has actually made a lot of really big money. But on top of that too, the fact that some people are actually being threatened. It's gonna be kind of a little bit of a crazy article, so let's go and dive on it. This is from Comic Book over here from the actual PS5 scalper, basically like a PS5 scalper interview. Get my nice little webcam over here so you guys can see my lovely Easter face. And we're going to go and just kind of talk about this. I'm going to probably chime in a lot of my own kind of thoughts as we discuss this, but basically the PlayStation 5 has been incredibly hard to come by. I'm sure almost all of us watching this channel or watching my channel in general probably know this. If you haven't been able to get your hands on one of the next-gen consoles, when they happen to restock online, there's a good chance you haven't been able to acquire one just yet, which is okay. We're going to probably have a lot more restocks as time goes on. No biggies. As such, those who haven't wanted to wait any longer to get the PS5 themselves have now been going towards the reselling market, so you guys probably know from scalpers, etc. So this is going to be a very interesting thing to kind of note on, where basically in a news report from the BBC, one scalper that went by the name Jake to keep his real identity hidden, his real life name is probably John, just knowing our thing, or actually just Jake to throw us off here, said that he's made well over $10,000 by reselling the PS5 consoles, which number one, that is insane. Because also don't forget the console's only been out for a few months, and sometimes it's actually a lot more on the passive side if you guys have bots, you guys just have you guys kind of just know the drops if you guys are on top of it. Or if you guys just just very quick with the thumb, you guys know how to kind of get the consoles. So that number one, this is insane. I've also seen some scalper organizations who have made up to 6 figures, and I think their overall metrics, especially like with the UK that we saw the laws trying to get passed on, were insanely high. Like I'm talking, some people have been getting close to millions of dollars with really big kind of groups overall. It's insane. So Jake explained that he made the most money from this venture right when the PS5 came out, which would make sense because there was actually a lot of really big restocks happening then. Like basically that was just like the very first initial wave of like 2 million consoles. So you probably had a chance to go buy like 1 or 3 or 5 if you're lucky or on top of it. Or if you guys just were kind of just refreshing Target, you saw it went live and you just bought like 3 at the very start, if you were lucky enough. At the start, when the stock was limited, you could easily sell a PS5 for 800 euros. So basically let's say $900, which is true. I think the price even got up to as high as $1,000. And I think I even remember seeing some people trading PS5s for GPUs, like a 3080, 3090. And I'm sure anyone who did that trade is very happy because the 3090s are even more expensive because they had the price go on up as well. And also really hard to find still too as well. So basically, Jake went on to acknowledge that many look down on scalpers for reselling items like this for far more than the retail value, which I agree. I still am always been anti-scalper when it comes to my actual YouTube channel, and I'm also trying to help you guys get everything on retail. That's why I always tell you guys to go subscribe, because I want you guys to get it retail, not having to go pay random Joe over there an extra $400. But as well, I kind of also do understand that some people just do it as a business, or if like their family really needs the money, at least they're doing something that is somewhat helping people. But I'm still anti-scalping, because you're still taking away from someone and also making money off of someone's basically desperation. Like overall, it's usually a net negative, but I do kind of understand why some people do it. However, to Jake, he sees this as nothing more than being a savvy business person. Now, this is something I don't really like, when people kind of almost gloat about like, hey, I'm a savvy business guy. Like, this is basically like stealing a sandwich from a little kid and trying to go and sell it back for $5 because they have to, because you're literally a grown adult. Like, they're going to go pay because they're going to be hungry, but you're still a bad person. It doesn't make you savvy. It just makes you kind of, well, opportunistic and somewhat scummy, to be fully honest. I don't sound like a very nice person, but business is business, isn't it? Which I kind of agree. If there's a demand for it and you can get it, I understand why people scalp. They make money. I think most of us do, but I think all of us collectively can probably agree it's not really being savvy. It's just being opportunistic. Let's be honest here. But why should I be sitting in my bedroom playing video games like every other 18-year-old, not doing anything with their life? It's easy money. It's pocket money, he said simply. Like, you guys, these are always why people get upset with PS5 scalpers or scalpers in general. Because just this mentality, like, you could have, even by the quotes, it's easy money, it's just pocket money. Like, why should I just be doing nothing like every other 18-year-old? Like, most 18-year-olds I know are like in college or trying their best to get a degree and stuff, you know? So I don't know. It kind of just go and tell by like how these people talk. It makes me just kind of feel uncomfortable. Although Jake just sees this as a means of making money for himself, once again, kind of selfish, scalper, he has said it that the job has also come with slight danger, which is kind of like, I guess, like the major clickbait for this video, because it's actually kind of intriguing. Now, of course, for me, I'm very anti-scalper, but if anything, I've been kind of seeing more people messing around online. Like, if on eBay they just keep on fake bidding to basically go and waste the scalper's time, or they have to spend extra money to relist it, or stuff like that. Like, they go text someone and tell someone to go meet on up. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of like encouraging people to go and do malicious things towards people, but at least that's more kind of lighthearted and kind of just more of a mild annoyance. If you guys don't like scalpers, I get it. Just don't threaten anyone. Like, that's not good. Don't do that. But apparently, even with Jake, he has received threats from men in their 30s and 40s for scalping PS5 consoles in this manner. And although his safety has never been compromised, this seems to be why he opts to use a fake name in the report instead of rather disclosing his actual name and face. So basically, he's also a little bit afraid too as well, which, I mean, he is kind of doing something kind of a little bit lame, to be fully honest, but I don't ever condone you guys ever want to go and threaten people. My community is very nice. I'm sure you guys don't do that. And I'm sure I've maybe seen you guys go and maybe like, you know, troll them a little bit with emails or text or whatever. I get that. Like, that, I totally get that. But make sure you guys never do anything that bad. But it's kind of insane that some people are that up in arms, especially when it comes to all the stock and trying to get their consoles or whatever, that they're basically willing to go and, like, you know, throw down. You know, they gotta do what they gotta do. But like I said, it's bad, it's scummy, but it's not the end of the world, mainly because when it comes to people, there's always gonna be more restocks, more stock in the future, etc. And then basically kind of wind down the article over here. As a whole, it's hard to know what to think of this practice. I'm on the middle. Like, I get why people do it, I just don't like that people do it, you know? While price gouging those that are simply looking to get their hands on a video game console is a bit frustrating to see transpire, it's hard to blame Jake or any other resellers for doing this practice. At the end of the day, if people are willing to pay the amount that is being asked for, that's their own decision and they'll have to live with it. So very more so interesting. As I mentioned, I think the bigger two things I want to touch on and kind of recap on here is the over $10,000. Now, that's not bad for a one-man operation. Like, that's pretty good. As I mentioned, we've even seen some really big scalping units make like 6 figures, or even we've even had some cases where scalpers get early access from like leaking the API for websites, and they actually were able to go and buy out like 500 consoles. You make $400 after every console, and there you go. You just made a bajillion dollars, like thousands upon thousands of dollars. As well, even just on like just doing it like 10 times, if you're making $400 every time, there you guys go. You guys just made some nice easy money right there, made an extra 4 or 5 grand depending on how much you sold them for. So I don't understand. I kind of get why people do it. It is opportunistic, so I'm not the biggest fan of people doing it, but I also kind of get why. The bigger thing, though, kind of for this takeaway from this article, is that PS5 scalpers are even being threatened. And I mean, like I said, I'm on the middle. I don't think scalping's right. I think it's really scummy. I think it's just, you're taking advantage of someone or taking advantage of kids. It's not cool. I think it's very much like on the thumbs down. I don't support it. I don't like it. I think it's lame. But on the same exact time, too, as well, I think people trying to go and escalate to violence, like, it's just a console. I mean, like, they're doing kind of something lame, but do you really want to be that guy who's in your 40s trying to go beat up an 18-year-old? I mean, realistically. But I do want to go and agree that it is Like, I don't want to say it's deserved. I don't think anyone should ever have it be deserved. You guys can leave your comments down below on what you guys think for sure, because that's kind of like the big, contention point, I think, for this article. But like, come on, like, this is why no one likes scalpers, because even the way they talk, they're just like, yeah, this is just easy. I'm just making easy money, man. Whatever. Like, I hate when people have that type of personality. It just makes me want to be like, oh, like, I just don't want to ever talk with those types of people. They're just rude and just don't care about anyone else, which I guess is why they're probably scalpers in the first place, just trying to be opportunistic and make as much money as they can. Now, if you're like someone who's scalping just on the low key to help out your family, try to go get food, get dinner, whatever, make sure you can like have your kid put it towards college, that's slightly different than some random kid who's just trying to go and just make some easy money hustling. I respect the hustle, but at the same time, you got to go and have like, some respect, I guess, to make sense in. I don't know. I can't go rant too hard on anti-scalper because I hate scalpers, but I understand why they do it. Like, I get it. Especially on Easter. I have to be nice and polite up on an Easter video. But I would love to hear your kind of thoughts down below. It's very intriguing to kind of see that people are even going this far when it comes to consoles in general, but also how much money people are making is also insane. So if you guys like this video or these types of videos, definitely leave a comment down below. Give me your thoughts. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, whether it's for Restock news. We'll probably get back in that grind tomorrow, or just make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. If you guys saw any ads, those go towards my mom, so thank you. We have the Twitter and Twitch streams linked down below if you guys want to follow, with the Amazon links as well, with the disc and digitals, and of course the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. You guys have a lovely, fantastic Easter, and I'll see you guys up on the next video later on throughout today. Or if you guys want to check out the videos earlier on today too as well, they were pretty solid. Love you guys all so much. I'll see you guys up on the next one.